The Refreshingly Normal Podcast. Welcome back to the Refreshingly Normal Podcast. I am Kefla.
I am Lucrecia.
And we are so excited to be back again. This week has been a chill week. We're on our fall break.
Yeah. I've been chill but busy.
Yeah.
Because we don't have to go to work.
Right. I mean, everything that we've done is what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, according to this guy, we get to go to work.
That's right. You get to go to work. You don't say I have to go to work because there's a lot of people that wish they could go to work.
So
we
I don't know if that
work.
sentence works that you said earlier.
You still working, right?
Si, senor.
Still able to pay the bills, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still able to get your nails done, your hair done. That's right. So we get to go to work.
Okay.
Exactly. So let's talk about
what?
You know how you like to start off the week. You say, what
do I say?
What great thing has occurred in your life this week that you would like to share? Anything great, funny, shareable? All right, I'll go ahead and talk because someone acted as if she forgot that we were going to have a podcast.
I was thinking
filming today.
I need a think time.
So I'll start.
Well, good.
Of course, we're on our break, and we had a chance to go to my hometown in Foley, Alabama. I mean, the real LA, Lower Alabama, and had a good time down there. Seeing my parents is always a good time. It was hot. I'm talking about like you could cut it. The humidity is already there because you're close to the beach. It was so freaking hot, man. Just crazy. Mm-hmm. But we went fishing. It was too hot to fish. I only caught a small bass. My mama caught a big one. It was like a good, I'll say about maybe 14 inches. And that's about like this. Nice size bass. Probably a little bigger than nice size bass. And on our property, and then Kahari caught one. His girlfriend caught one, but it was small. She caught a small fish. Kahari caught a small one.
Yeah, his was small too.
Yeah, and we got a chance to ride on the little. We didn't ride the four-wheelers this time, but we rode my dad's new toy, which is what they call a mule, Kawasaki mule. It's like a side-by-side. It has a look like a small truck. Mm-hmm. So for his hunting stuff. So we rode around that. You and I rode. I took you on a tour of the community.
First of all, he took me on a tour, y'all. However, we've been married 22 years. I know the community, but when he rode me around, I just act like I didn't know all the things. But he's told me all the things before. We went on a tour, though. Keep going.
Okay, so I think what she's trying to say is I shouldn't repeat anything that I've already stated before.
But it was a nice tour because it was different because we were on the mule.
But I would definitely make a note that not to repeat anything that I've already repeated to her before.
It was a lover's ride.
So, we'll yeah, mental note. So, we ran. Well, you ran every day. I didn't run one day. It was a good
hot.
run. Yeah, it was very hot. So I'm still trying to get my lungs back conditioned.
Yeah.
But I definitely couldn't run full. That third day was hurting. I could feel it in my left arm. So that's a sign that I need to chill out. And so I did. But it was a good trip. Now the key, not the key.
What?
One of the highlights was on our way back when I went and we stopped by Alabama State, Old Mother Deer, and saw Kimani. We went into the bookstore and ran into some people who were there, some not teachers, but they worked in the student affairs and stuff like that. Miss Kreisberg, and I forgot the other gentleman's name. And she was like, yeah, I remember you, Kefla. I was like, oh, I felt good that she remembered me. She said, you just didn't have all that stuff on your face last time. And so that's been like almost 30 years since I've been there. Well, 25 to be exact. And so she said, I'm just here because they got a sale on in the bookstore. And I was like, a sale? I'm thinking 10% off. She said, no, 50%. I said, 50%? And you know, that stuff at the bookstore is expensive. So I asked the guy, he said, yeah, 50% for the next 17 minutes until we close. And I turned around and I went back and was getting idols, just hats.
Wait, tell them how you really did it. So that lady said 50%. You said 50%? And he just left that lady standing there.
I didn't even say bye.
He didn't even say bye. He just went back and got all the things.
Sorry, Miss Christberg.
So I kept talking to her. But he just left all out of there so fast.
Man, I always want to get a lot of stuff because they have some cool stuff sometimes. Yeah. But it's just crazy. It's like like the basketball jersey, the cream color one that they wore in the playoffs was $90. And I don't even have jerseys. Every jersey that I have has been given to me. The only jersey I had was a Deion Sanders jersey that I bought when I worked at Starter back in college, and that was like 93. And so other than that, man, I don't buy jerseys. But when I saw that one, I was like 90. Oh, now it's 50%. Oh, I went and got that one, and that was a highlight of my day. Actually, of my break right now. So I'm happy I got some gear. Some new gear, some beanies and stuff like that. But other than that, what else?
So my highlight, well, since you talked about Foley, the only thing I'll add to Foley is like they do have the antique rose garden trail that you can run or walk or whatever. We ran the trail. But along the trail, we found a coffee shop.
Oh, yeah.
And so...
What's it called?
Drowsy Poet. The Drowsy Poet.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was so good. We ended up going there every day. But they have really good espresso. Like the flavor on it is so rich. I don't know where the beans are from, but... I believe they like ground their own beans and everything there, but it was so good. So if you're ever in the Gulf Shores area,
off of Mackenzie Street or Highway 59,
go to the Drowsy Poet. The ladies there were so sweet. But yeah, that is definitely my new favorite coffee shop. Yep. So anyway, that was good. But other than that, Saturday was our niece, which we said last time.
Oh yeah,
it was Deja's birthday and her.
What her daddy said. Turning to what?
Dirty 30. Dirty 30.
Dirty 30.
Her daddy kept saying that.
Baby, dirty 30.
Yeah. So they had her boyfriend planned a whole weekend with her with surprise people from out of town. And so we had told her we weren't coming, and then we did end up there. So she was really surprised that we had made it to her dinner and everything. So that was a good time to see her so surprised and excited to see everybody that showed up for her to celebrate her dirty 30.
Because the only people that were there in that city were us.
Yeah, that's true.
That was the only people that were in the city.
But I think that's
Atlanta,
how they invited people.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that says a lot when they come travel. You know, like the same thing when you did my surprise party and those. Everybody came
from other places.
Yeah, that
really,
means a lot.
Yeah. So some of her line sisters came from Alabama, and then her previous colleagues, because just recently started working somewhere else, and so she came from West Virginia, and so anywho, she had a great time for her birthday, and we had a great time celebrating her. So
and her colleagues set it up real nice in the restaurant. She had some cool little things with they said she did the little stickers on the lemon.
Yeah, there were stickers on the lemon that said 30th something.
Yeah, when we did the lemon
Deja's
drop
30th for the lemon drop shots. And
she did a real good job.
She did. And then little pictures of Deja when she was a little girl on the tables and everything. So organized very well. That's the first time I ever like been to a restaurant where it's like a party of people and the waiters had the tickets down pat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like there were
Yeah.
no issues
They're
of like
normally always
who was paying for what or
eight or more people, no split checks.
No,
they were on it.
They were
was
on
like
it.
Split checks, everything.
Yeah, and that was MCK.
Yes, MCK.
And let me tell
And
you
Buckhead.
also, their drinks
Yeah.
very good. My whiskey sour.
No, that was good. Your whiskey sour was very
So
good.
good. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you get a whiskey sour
And
and you can't really taste the whiskey.
Yeah.
I like to taste
The first drink you had was called a side chick.
The side chick was very
Had the little
good. That
honey
was
in it.
bourbon,
So,
I think, in
bourbon
that
and,
one.
like some honey and stuff. That was very good. Yeah.
That one was very good. And my whiskey sour, they made it with Sir Davis.
Yeah.
And Sir Davis is the good whiskey, anyways. Yeah. But they did an excellent job. So, and I don't think everybody like really loved their drink. So
yeah, nobody complained.
Nobody complained. So, and the food was good too.
Yeah.
So, anywho, it's a great little. They are made for like birthday celebrations. They got that down pat. Large parties celebrating something. So, if you are thinking of where should I go for my birthday, that is a great place.
Yeah.
MCK right in Buckhead.
Yeah, small establishment, intimate. So you're not
Not
worried.
that small though.
But I'm saying, like, as when you think of like birthday celebrations in Atlanta, a lot of people are thinking the big with it. People coming with the the torches and all that
nothing
stuff.
like that.
No, it's small and intimate to the point where you and your party will be able to enjoy you and your party.
Yeah.
You're not being like other people in your area.
Oh
and all
yeah,
that
we
kind
didn't
of stuff.
have that.
Right.
And very nice inside. Very cute. And they have and that bar was large.
Yeah.
They had a long bar area. Yeah. So anywho, that's what we did and came back home and now just trying to get the last bit of relaxation before
And I'll say
getting to go back to work.
And I'll save the other part of that for my side out of the week.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but we get to go back to work next week, and looking forward to it because I start my IEP. That's my first one.
You're really looking forward to it?
Yeah, because when I finish it, when I get that first one out the way, then cobwebs are dusted, and then I can handle everything because it's just getting the stuff in order. Meeting with the parents and making sure that their kid gets what they need, and a lot of times, if the kid is doing what they're supposed to do, those meetings are easy because they already know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They already know what their kid needs. We've already discussed it in emails and stuff like that. So they become just pieces of cake. The hard part is just making sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But I just want to say, so once I get that first one, let's go. I got the rest of them.
All right.
What else? Okay, so what have you watched on television this week?
I have watched Zatima. That's like a spinoff of Sisters.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry. Gosh, it's the whole Tyler Perry week.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Black Beauty or Beauty in Black?
Beauty in Black.
There's a lot going on with that.
Yeah, so a second season of Beauty in Black. Watching that. But today we watched Wrong Paris.
The Wrong Paris.
The
right?
Wrong Paris.
Yeah, The Wrong Paris.
I loved it. It was so cute.
iCarly was in there. She's all grown up now.
Yeah, iCarly's all grown.
And what's our girl?
Yvonne.
Orgy. Yvonne Orgy, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's a
reality
cute
show.
little chick flick. I love chick flicks. Just movies that just kind of make you smile. And so, anywho, I watched that. Those are about the only things that I watched this week were those shows.
Yeah.
Because we didn't watch much TV out of town.
Yeah.
And we were just busy. I mean, we just watch. I just really feel like we don't watch a lot of TV. Now, I do watch a lot of TikTok.
Yeah, we watch TikTok and
Yeah.
Facebook is too depressing.
Yeah, Facebook is dreary.
Yeah.
Because you don't really, I don't feel like your algorithms get fixed as much on Facebook. Like my Instagram and TikTok are all very light and inspirational because those are the things that I look at most. And so I'll get good quotes and good videos. So on my TikTok and Instagram, I know some people say you need to take a break from your social media, but my social media is algorithm is all inspirational. So it's actually uplifting for me.
Yeah, mine is funny. So I'm always watching bloopers and memes and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's what mine is too.
I'll check mine out. But like you said, Facebook is depressing because it's all, political and all that kind of stuff. And,
nobody has time for that.
No, you got to get off of that right now.
Yeah.
Since you can't talk about it anyway, or lose your job, you might lose your job. I ain't trying to lose my job.
You about to lose your job.
I ain't trying to lose mine. So, let's see. What else? Am I looking forward to watching anything?
Yeah. I am looking forward to a few things.
What you looking forward to?
I really want to, even though people said demonic things about it, I really want to watch Marlon Wayans and him.
Yeah.
Because I just want to see how he does in it. I don't know. I'm not looking for the demonic part of it. There, he really says it's just a movie of good and evil.
Yeah.
But I just want to see him.
His range.
Yeah. I want to see his range. And then I've seen a lot of
the
press with Tiana Taylor.
That's what I was about to say. What is the name of that movie?
I don't know. I do know, but I don't know.
Because it has my favorite.
Regina Hall.
Yes, she's my favorite. Just
and I don't know if this
personality.
I don't think in this movie is funny. She's funny. I'm not sure. Maybe.
I don't know.
But I just love her.
Her press has been funny.
Yeah, her press has been hilarious.
Her press is definitely.
So I do want to see that movie because I like Tiana Taylor. I kind of want to see how she does with those actors.
Yeah.
Because she has Leonardo DiCaprio in it and Regina Hall and some really good other actors in there. So I want to see how
she has to step her game up. It can't be like that little one police movie she was in recently.
I didn't even watch it. That one I know you're talking about. I didn't watch it.
I saw the previews of it.
I didn't watch that one. But yeah, I want to see those two. Those are two movies I want to see. What about you?
I need to see some more killing. I ain't seen no killing in a minute. I got to see some where people arms get broke back or somebody getting shot from like 90 days away. Pow! Then all of a sudden, it hit them. Those good little action, male movies. I like those sometimes. So I got to see that. Something. And I don't know which one is out there.
Yeah.
There's something out there. I'm going to check it out. I don't know. Other than that, I mean, sports. I think this weekend, though, Alabama plays Georgia coming up. So that's going to be, I'm going to watch that game.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's this weekend.
Yeah, like the...
How are you going to do
Well,
that?
not this weekend, like this Saturday, but the following Saturday. I think.
Oh, okay.
Is it? No, because Alabama was off last week. Yeah, so I want to say it's maybe this week.
Oh, you mean this coming Saturday?
I think so.
Okay.
Because I saw something about it, but maybe I'm lying. I could be lying, guys. But that's to let you know I'm not. My sports meter has gone down so much over the last couple of years, but definitely this year because I'm not coaching nothing. I'm not doing nothing. No sports talk. It is what it is. So I don't know.
He is doing sport talk though.
Where?
On all those text messages that come in on the football fantasy
do I talk?
thread.
Do I talk? They be bloop bloop bloop. Yeah. I don't talk on that.
Why? Well, then what you do? Why you join the fantasy football if you ain't gonna talk?
I just wait and see when the
how are you doing
happen.
on it? Are you doing well?
No, I think I've lost every game. I mean, every matchup, but I just do it for the brotherhood, man. I don't, it's fantasy football. They like that. I mean, you can't control it.
Okay.
So it's like, oh yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's like you can't talk trash on me. Oh, they gonna beat you. I can talk trash on me.
Okay.
Because I can control my actions.
Oh, okay.
Can't talk trash on somebody else.
Oh, okay. I don't know how fantasy football works.
So.
To be honest.
Yeah. It's a fantasy. Like you create a team and then you got all these different players from different teams on your team and how they perform that week
Oh,
They
determines.
get rated. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So then you get a total of like 200 points, and then your opponent their people that they picked that week only did 100 points. So then you won that week.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's you can't control it.
Okay.
You know. And then when my brothers text, they be texting a lot too, and like they text long stuff. I don't.
Yeah, you don't like to do
Yeah,
that.
because my fingers.
They probably don't either. They probably talking to their phone. That's what most people.
You got to correct Siri so many times. And
most people. That's what they do. They just talking to their phone. And if you do it enough, the Siri will know your voice and what you say,
Maybe
and it'll be more accurate.
I need to change my Siri to a man then, because
maybe
she a woman. She don't want to listen.
Oh my God!
So I'm gonna change it to a man. Cause you're trying to say no. I'm not trying to say this, Siri. I'm trying to say what I'm trying to say.
Maybe she's saying you need to enunciate your words.
And then maybe so. So maybe I need a country Siri.
Yeah, find you one.
Yeah, find me somebody.
Yeah.
All right. So this week I would like to talk about dating stories. You know, so we scoured the net. And we found all kinds of different dating stories. We found some funny, we found some scary, some funny, scary, oh hell no,
and stupid.
And some stupid. So we selected our top ones, and we're going to read it and just have a little discussion about it. And after that, keep it pushing.
Okay, so we're going to start with a funny one.
Okay, let's go.
This one is called The Multiple Dates. Let me turn my phone off because somebody's asking us, did we eat dinner? And he's seen we filming a podcast. Anyways, the multiplying dates. Sorry. A college student realized halfway through dinner that her date has scheduled 2 other dates that same night at the same restaurant. She spotted him waving another girl over while she was still eating her entree. Instead of leaving upset, she and the other girls teamed up, sat together, and enjoyed dinner while he awkwardly paid the bill.
So he was trying to give him a little threesome or something? Or
no.
Just in case dates?
Maybe it kind of was like speed dating, but he thought he did his own speed dating. Because you're not really locked in
at the same time.
That's how speed dating works.
But not at the same time. When speed dating, you're not dating them at the same time. You date and then they'll say click, move.
Oh, so it was like he was sitting at the table. I started with her. So I went Tanya, and then, here comes Sasha. Sasha, come on over. So then all of a sudden he had 3 people.
Yeah, because he's sitting with them. So
he thought he was big-ish.
Big dog. He thought he was big dog.
Yeah, he might have been trying to put a little thing together, a little threesome.
Thought he was going to get a little threesome.
Oh.
Triple play.
You know what? I probably would stay and finish my food too because listen, free food.
You said that you was a free fooder.
My dating days.
I ain't.
Free food.
Nope.
I'll take a free dinner. So I would have sat there and ate my dinner too. Especially then I would know at this point, after tonight, that's it. So let me go on and order one other thing.
Nah. You mess around and get somebody crazy and then they gonna be stalking you. You ate dinner, you treated this.
But first of all, you had 3 ladies there.
I'm just saying. I offer a meal and you didn't pay them no attention. So I'm just saying, people are crazy.
Well,
that's what I was thinking back in my days when I was like, nah, I ain't gonna go out with just for no food.
Well, you don't have to be mean to people.
I know, but if you didn't
first of all, you also got to know feel the vibe of people.
But that's part of dating.
No. You
don't know yet.
No. If people that act like that when they approach you, something don't feel right. I've never dealt with no crazy people. Stalking me.
You had to have dealt with people.
Stalking me?
But you had to have dealt with people whose vibe you didn't get. Because if you did, you wouldn't be with me.
No,
because you have
I
dated
didn't.
people.
You
prior to
said
me.
stalking crazy vibe.
But that's a lot that's undercover now.
What
A lot
I'm
of those vibes be
saying
undercover.
is, there might have been a vibe like, no, you can't be my man forever, but
Hey,
that's different than stalking crazy. That vibe
Stalking
I
crazy
can feel.
could
I'm not
come
even.
out.
I'm not even going to dinner with them.
Hey.
Now I ain't taking a chance on that. No, if I get a vibe you kind of crazy,
That can
no,
come
then
out later.
I'm not going. I'm not going out to eat with crazy.
How many people we know that all of a sudden reveal themselves like, whoa, I gotta stand back from these folks. These folks crazy. I didn't know they were like that. We know people like that. We do.
I'm saying,
Go ahead.
there has been nobody that has been stalker crazy. That's a different crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Where you got to be like, oh
You're
Lord
lucky.
Jesus.
You're lucky. You're lucky.
Okay.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
Cause hey,
I haven't had stalker crazy.
just know.
To my knowledge.
Just know if
Should I
if
say.
I leave this earth and you start over again,
Oh,
just
no.
be careful for a meal.
Just know this lady ain't starting
Just be
over.
careful for a meal. Just saying.
I'm grown. I got my own money now.
Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Just be careful.
Child.
But this reminds me of a story when I was teaching in California. Mm-hmm. We had this project, and this project was called the Identity Box. Mm-hmm. And so what the kids was doing, we did at the beginning of the year, high school health education. Mm-hmm. And so we get a shoebox, and you had to put like your favorite food. The outside of the box represented what we could see about you. Mm-hmm. So I know you know what kind of sports you play. I could tell that without even you telling me if I see you hooping all the time. Mm-hmm. What clothes you like. I could see that based off of you. So they had the outside of the box was all those things. Then on the inside was things that we wouldn't know about you unless we opened up the box, opened up you, and then we talk about it. And so one of the things was a picture of your person that means a lot to you. Mm-hmm. It could be parent, it could be a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. And so this young lady was presenting her box. And when she got into the inside of the box, and it was her significant other, because other people like remember Ari, she did Bow Wow.
Yes.
She loved Bow Wow.
Yes.
And so she opened up the box, and it was a picture of her boyfriend. She said, "This is a picture of my boyfriend." And I looked, and I knew immediately. I was like,
"Wait, that's such a
yes."
boyfriend.
I knew that was somebody else's boyfriend.
Yeah.
And that person was in the class. And so when I saw that, I looked. I said, "Ooh!" And I kind of cut my eye, and I saw that girl, and it was like a few other kids that knew that boy dated that girl in the class too. And so it kind of got awkward. And so the girl, it was her turn to present her box.
She had him in her too?
She didn't show that part.
Okay.
So, but I had already saw the box because I always look at the box to make sure, because
it's
back
appropriate.
then it was still magazines like Source and stuff. So kids would say my significant or the person of my dream would be, and it would be like somebody with thongs or little pasties. And I was like, no, we can't show that. And so she said I had a picture of my person, but she said, but it didn't look right. So I was like, I didn't even want to show that picture. And so I knew something was gonna pop off. So I was like, when the girl that presented, I said, hey, can you help me, stack these boxes up? I said, I'll write you a pass. And then I told the other girl, I need you to help me too. So they both stayed after class, and then I said, okay, now, I got y'all here because I want y'all to talk about an awkward situation that occurred in the class. And so the girl that showed the boyfriend, she didn't know.
Oh, you done set up mess. He is called. Look at Mark. Look at Jerry. Jerry.
This is because they were both good girls.
Okay.
And so I didn't want nothing to pop in. I didn't want the school.
Other people to influence them.
To influence them. Mm-hmm. And so I went and I talked to her, and I said, well, okay, well, this is what I said. This significant other that you have, open your box, show me your significant other. And she showed her significant other. And they was like, and the girl that didn't know, she was like, oh my God, I can't, what? And I said,
Ooh.
Now, this ain't between y'all two. I said, because neither one of y'all knew about each other it's him, right? And then so they was like, you right, Mister, because I wasn't coaching nothing. They were like, you right, Mr. Hare, you right, Mr. Hare. They said, that's cool. So they was talking like, so how long you been dating? She said, well, we've been dating for like 3 months. She said, that's about almost the same time for us. Okay, so this was probably like a Tuesday. All right, and everything was peaceful. A little, no, I'm sorry, take it back. This was Thursday, so I didn't see them because we was on block schedule. So I didn't see them that Friday. So that was B day. And so they come back to me on Monday, because on Monday you see everybody, periods 1 through 6, and then it's A day, B day after that. So they said, Mr. Hare, we got to talk to you. I said, what? So guess what we did? He said, what? We went out on a date. I said, you did? With who? With such and such. I said, hold on, both of y'all? They said, yes. I said, okay. So the girl who showed the picture, she said, won't you take me out somewhere? And she said, cool, where you want to go? So these are, kids, and they love in and out little places like that. Yeah. So they went to, where was it? It was some little restaurant, wherever it was a cool little sit-down restaurant. And she said, and then she said, Mr. Hare, guess who I invited? And then the girl said, yep, sure did. And I said, did you go? She said, yes, I did. So she said, so what she did was she went to the bathroom. She said, I'll be back. I'm going to the bathroom. So when she went to the bathroom, that was the other girl's cue to come and sit down. So she said, and I came and sat down. You should have saw his eyes. His eyes got so big. And I was like, oh, what you doing here? He said, what are you doing? He said, oh, well, I was supposed to be meeting my friend here. She told me to come. We were supposed to be eating lunch or whatever. He said, okay, well, how long you going to be? He said, well, I don't see her nowhere. And then she said, by that time, the girl was coming back from the bathroom. And she said, oh, there she is. And then she walks, and then she sits down. She said, oh, hey. And so they both sat down. And they said that he was just looking at both of them like, what? Like, they couldn't say. They said, okay, we already know. We already know. So, and they said, and the girl had already ordered a lot of food before she went to the bathroom. And so they said, well, we'll let you enjoy your dinner, and we'll see you later. And they left, out the door, saying, not together, but they left together out the door. And they said, oh, my God, it felt so good. It felt so good to get that revenge. I was like, that was pretty good of y'all.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. See, I saved them. I brought peace together.
Jerry.
It wasn't no Jerry. But that was crazy. So that's like a little date part. All right, continue.
Okay. Okay. So that was one of the funny dating stories. I don't know how fun. I guess it's funny because what was funny about the 3 ladies sitting there and having a good time?
I don't know. You want to see another funny? I don't worry. Just move on.
Yeah, let's move on. All right. So this one is called Stupid Dating Stories.
Okay.
So this is called the Tooth Fairy Guy. So this lady went on a date, and her date brought a little baggie with one of his baby teeth in it, claiming he always carried it for good luck. He even showed her the tooth mid-meal like it was a normal conversation.
Okay, what you would have done?
I've never walked out on somebody on a date. So that just would have been a one and done. Like, that's kind of strange to be carrying your teeth. Even if it is good luck, then you just keep it in your pocket. But even I think later on, at some point, you're going to find out about the lucky baby tooth.
Yeah.
And so it would have been done at some point, because that is just weird.
Yeah.
Carrying around
his baby tooth for good luck.
Your baby tooth. Don't you still got your baby teeth?
At home, I think. Are they at home? They might be here. But I don't carry them around. Like,
no, you don't carry
shake them up. Say, hey, look what I got.
But why you still got? Why?
I know we always.
I think we got the boys.
Told
do we got the boys' baby? No, I made you throw them away. He tried to keep the boys' baby teeth. I said, "Child, just throw those teeth away."
Because I kept them. My parents told me to keep mine. Maybe from the South they didn't want you to. They probably
is there a superstition?
That's what I'm saying. They probably thought it was tied to. You know how they stick up people's teeth and bones, and they probably said keep them teeth with you, so won't nobody be practicing no hoodoo.
No hoodoo with your teeth.
You know what I'm saying? So. I mean, that's probably why we kept them.
Well, you should have kept one. They lucky.
Child, please. I got some more in here. I got some. For now, although people say it don't look like I have teeth when I'm talking, so that's all good. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know what I would do if somebody. That's weird. What's the weirdest date you ever been on?
Oh gosh, I've been dated in.
Or the weirdest thing somebody has ever done, like even not necessarily while you was on a date or that you have dated. I don't know.
I can tell this is like it goes with teeth.
Okay.
Okay, so my very first date ever. So I met someone like at a house party, right? And the house party was dark, like it was in somebody's basement. It was dark, and they seemed to look attractive. And so I was like, sure. So he was like, got his phone number. He calls like to go on a date. I was 15, and the rule was I had to be 16 to go on a date. But I was like turning 16 in like 2 months.
Okay.
And so, so I told him, I was like, I got asked on a date. I really would like to go. And my daddy was like, no. And my mom was like, just go over to one of my friends' houses.
Look at God.
And
Look how God works.
then go on the date. Just call me when you leaving, when you coming back. Because my friend knew the person. So it wasn't like a stranger or anything like that. So he comes to pick me up. He comes to her door. And and then he smiles. And his two front.
And it look like this
his
frame.
two front teeth are like brown yellowy. And I was like, oh no.
That's what you get.
Teeth. Oh, they look real bad.
Maybe if you would have waited till you were 16, they probably would have turned.
Maybe so.
They weren't ripe yet.
Yeah, it was so bad. And so I still went on the date.
Oh, yeah.
I went to, I think it was the movies or something. I think we were movies or to eat.
To get them even more yellow with butter popcorn?
Oh my gosh. I still went, but that it was like first date, last date. So, yeah, that was with the teeth.
I can't recall any weird dates. As a catfish, I had a catfish one time.
What was your catfish? I had a catfish too. What was your catfish? How did you meet your catfish?
I had done the show, and I was getting a lot of like fan mail and stuff like that when I first did Road Rules in '98, and so I was getting fan mail, and I don't even think because sometimes you would meet people on Black Planet, but I think this person was through actual fan mail, like written fan mail. And the person knew people at the school was coming down. So I was like, cool. She says, all right, let's hook up, describe yourself. She described herself and athletic and the weight-wise, like 120 something, probably like 5'5". I said, oh, shoot,
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, bet. Yeah, described herself, I'm a little lighter than you. I said, oh, okay, bet. And so I had my wingman at the time, Sharita. I said, look, I got a person that's supposed to be meeting me at the Applebee's. At a certain amount of time, I want you to come in and say, hey, what's going on? If I hold my drink up like this, I want you to come and it's positive.
Okay.
If I don't hold my drink up, I want you to come and say, yo, is something wrong? Your brothers or whatever, you need to come and handle business. I said, all right, cool. That was the plan.
Okay.
So I get there and I'm riding and I pull up in the parking lot and I asked her what she had on. She described what she had on. She said, what you gonna wear? And I said what I was gonna, but I didn't wear what I was gonna wear because I wanted to be sure.
Okay.
And so she said what she had on. I was like, I get up to the thing and I'm like, and she said who she was with. And I see who she was with. And I know her. I know him. That's her. Oh no.
Oh no, what
and she didn't look like nothing like.
Was it was like Friday when she said she looked like Janet Jackson?
Yes,
like, you look more like Freddie Jackson.
Yes, like she
oh,
looked.
No.
Yes, and so I was like, oh man, and I got up out of there. Well, I didn't even get up out of there. I was like, I didn't go in.
Yeah.
And so I dipped and went back to the my apartment.
What did Sharita say?
Because I called Sharita. I said, "Hey, never mind. Don't even worry about coming." It's like, "Oh my, what's going on?" And I especially, oh, you lying? Let's go back up there. I said, "No, for what? I want to see." I was like, "Nah." I said, because it would have been cool just to meet a fan, but she's lying, what she looked like and all that stuff. And I was like, "Child, you don't look nothing like you said you did," And so that was my little catfish. So.
I had a catfish off of Black Planet. It was like when I moved to Dallas, and the person we met at the Palm restaurant. Mm-hmm. So I was like, "Oh, that's a pretty nice restaurant." Yeah. And honey, I promise he had to be like 5 foot and was much heavier than what he said he was. But I didn't think like you thought to not say, and then that would have been a great strategy. Yeah. So I did the dinner.
Oh, you didn't have an exit plan.
I didn't have an exit plan, so I did the dinner and was like, "Well, all right, one and done." Yeah, but I remember that they looked nothing. I don't know where. Maybe that was a few years ago, but they had certainly shrunk in height and became a little wider.
I would see a lot of people, because when I would do speaking engagements and stuff, and so people would find out I'm coming to their university or their city.
Yeah.
The radio would promote it or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so they would hit me up on Black Planet. "Hey, we can, hook up, whatever." But not hook up like that, but we would love to meet you. I was like, "Cool, so meet me at whatever."
Yeah.
So then when they get there, they're like, "Hey, I'm such and such, such and such." I'm like, "Who?" We didn't have phones to reference back then. And I was like,
"So where would you see the picture? They send you a picture or something?"
No, they on Black Planet. They would do it on Black Planet. And so I would be like, and see, I would get on there and say, "Hey, I'll be at, for example, when I had to go to University of Central Florida. Hey, I'll be at University of Central Florida this weekend. Looking forward to meeting everybody, and especially I always reached out to my Alpha brothers. And so then they would call, like, because they would, what we call DM now, they would hit me in the message and say, "Hey, bro, you want to come to a party?" So they would hit me a message, ask for my phone number, or I would get theirs, and then we would call, we would communicate like that. So then when they find out I'm coming, then you have other people start to send messages. "Hey, I want to see you, da 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 da," and then you see all these people like don't look nothing like their photos, nothing, and you be like, because so you couldn't reference who they were because we didn't have a phone in front of us. Like nowadays, you go to their page, and be like,
you can see, be like, "Oh no,
yeah." Then it was just like, and then when they be talking, you're like, "I don't know who."
Well, people still get catfish today.
Do. No, they do. They definitely do. So I was just saying that was back then, Black Planet catfish. So that was fried fish back then, on Black Planet. That was catfish nuggets.
Why do they call it catfish?
I don't know. Maybe because they look like, most of them be looking like catfish. All like,
they don't.
And whiskers.
That's a good question. Why do they call it catfish?
Maybe because catfish is ugly, but it tastes so good. So they be like feeding you all the stories about you. "Oh man, it's so good." Then when you get that fish, like, "Dude, this is a catfish."
Maybe you got hooked on something bad.
Probably so.
A bottom feeder.
But it's some other fish that are ugly than catfish.
Now I'm interested in why they call it catfish.
Yeah. Because a flounder is an ugly fish. Both of his eyes on the same side. Mm-hmm. Now if you see somebody.
What for real? Have you ever seen a cute fish?
Some of them are.
Fish ain't cute.
That's why we have an aquarium. What's the angelfish? What's a nice fish?
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess you think of the colors of the fish and the things.
Right.
But the face.
I mean, it's not as ugly as like that one fish with them big old cowlicks on the teeth.
Yeah.
Look like they chapped up.
Oh yeah.
Right. So
that's an ugly fish.
Yeah. And the ones with them big old eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's some ugly fish out there.
That's interesting. Maybe y'all know why they call it. We used to
call this one girl at Troy a sea bass.
No, that ain't right. Why y'all call that child a sea bass?
She just looked like look like something that be in the water.
My daddy, when we were little, and I think it was my daddy that made up this name for this. There was this girl on our block, and my daddy used to call her Thriller.
She looked like Thriller for real.
I'm not saying that. And that was her nickname, Thriller.
Well, you know, it's only a few people on your block probably back there, so you might want to be quiet.
That's true.
If she listening, she gonna look at you and be like,
it wasn't me.
Like Thriller.
It was my daddy. It wasn't me.
You was talking about me?
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's talk about scary dating stories. All right.
You never had
so
one,
this one.
Oh yes, I have.
This lady's on a van ride, and so she went on a date with a guy. He was supposed to be on her way, taking her home, but he started going another way, and she noticed that he was going to darker streets, not the direction of her home, and she had to jump out of the car.
Oh my.
And then when she later spoke to people about the guy, like that wasn't his first time
doing that.
Yeah, I'm like, ain't nobody turn him in to the police? Like, why y'all just still?
Did she turn him in?
Yeah, did you turn him in? Cause why y'all all still ain't nobody turned in this man? But knowing the police, they probably like, well, he ain't captured none of y'all yet.
Right.
We can't do nothing about it.
What did he pick up in a van?
Because I haven't had anybody try to do that.
No, not that. But the scariest date I've been on was me and my best friend, the one Telly I was talking about. I was in college then, and I came home and we met some girls in Mobile, and we went back to their house. And then while we were at their house, all of a sudden this car pulled up, and we in Mobile now. Like we in, but where we were was like kind of like wooded area, kind of like so. I was like, yo, if we got to go till, I said, we going to run straight through them woods and just stay. I said, grab the back of my shirt and we going to keep running. I said, I think these city boys, they ain't going to be able to handle the woods like we can handle. And I said, we just going to keep running straight. And so the guys came, and then the girl said they had broke up, you know, but he was mad that somebody was there. She was like, he does this all the time. I said, why you ain't tell us that he always coming, you know, to see if somebody at your crib. Yeah. And so she wound up calling her brother, and her brother came over at the house. But them jokers was talking about, we're going to kill them jokers, we're going to kill them, you know. I said, oh, Lord, tell her we getting ready to die in Mobile.
Oh, my
And so we wound up, you know, her brother came, and her brother knew some people that we knew. So, you know, especially what I knew from college playing football. And he was, oh, yeah, man, I know, you good folk then, you know. Good. So I said, all right, well, you make sure these jokers gone.
Yeah.
He's like, y'all good, baby. Y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. Matter of fact, I'm going to sit here. I said, nah, you ain't got to sit here. I'm going to be gone. I'm going to go sit in my car, and I'm going to dip. And we left. And, yeah. But that was...
my God. I remember dating somebody, and we were at a record store, and some other guy was, I guess, looking at me, and they got so upset by that and tried to fight the person in the store. I said, oh, no, child. This is a done deal. Like, you can't be fighting everybody and look at somebody. Yeah. So to me, that was scary.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what that could turn out to be.
You don't,
I did not think that was charming or, ooh, he don't. No.
Man, fight for me?
Not at all. That was done. That just is just silly.
Nah.
So that to me was scary. Wasn't me getting kidnapped or.
Yeah. No, I ain't never been on the verge of being kidnapped.
No.
I don't think.
I did not. This wasn't a stalker, but I had a secret admirer once. It was a parent at a school I taught at, and we were trying to figure it out because chocolates, like Godiva chocolates, would be delivered, and they would put like secret admirer flowers would be delivered to the school. Somehow they knew I worked out, exercise clothes. So then my teacher friend across the hall, she said, you stand by your door like you greet your students. She said, I'm going to just watch every dad that comes by here and see who I notice really like looking at you some kind of way. So she said, I think I know who it is. And so I forgot all the things that we did to pinpoint that it was him.
Yeah.
So then so once we figured out who it was, he was married.
Oh, Lord.
And so
Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah. And so I was like, I'm not, all these like, because you don't know who to give the gifts back to. Mm-hmm. So like the flowers and the chocolate and then the workout clothes. And I was like, I know who it is. I was like, this is inappropriate. Mm-hmm. And so I gave it to the child's teacher.
Oh, I thought you were about to say the child to take home.
And told her to give it back to the dad. To say that this is inappropriate.
I wonder what that child teacher did.
She gave it to it was actually our lead teacher. Mm-hmm. And she gave it back to the dad. And he actually came by my classroom and told me that I was inappropriate for giving that back to his son's teacher and his son.
You blowing his cover.
Yes.
He was inappropriate for blowing his
cover.
So
I was inappropriate.
He was crazy.
Yes, he was. So that one, I was a little nervous of stalkery things like that because the things that he knew, like workout clothes and certain things, I was like, he's got to be like watching me. Like, how does he know all these things? Yeah. So that's how I felt at first. But once he realized, oh, she gonna tell she
blew the cover, blew the lid off already. Yeah.
So he didn't want to mess up his livelihood. So then I said, that's the only thing that will stop it.
Wow.
So that ended that real fast.
Crazy.
Sure enough. Yes, that is very bold. Trifling.
Yeah.
Very bold and trifling.
All right, go ahead. What's next?
Okay. So we did scary. So this is the oh hell no.
I read one. I forgot which one.
Was it something about the feet?
Yes.
It was.
I read that. Well, I think I read all the oh hell no, but that was definitely one that was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Okay, yeah. So a lady went on a date, and her date asked if she would take her shoes off under the table. First of all, now I would have been like, "Let me get on up on this table." But anyways,
unless she had a little freak in her,
maybe.
She's like, "Okay, I'll like my toes."
So thinking it was a quirky thing, she did it.
See, had a little freak in her.
Then he leaned down mid-conversation, grabbed her foot, and whispered, "Perfect." She immediately left. First of all, you should have left when he told you to take your shoe off, fool.
Yeah. But then also,
why you taking your shoes off?
If he said, "Oh, these are perfect," most women say, "You know it, thank you."
Maybe it's the way he said it, because she said, maybe he said it really creepy, like whispering, like
perfect. Perfect.
Well, I would have been interested. I would have first said, "Perfect for what?"
Right.
So I got to figure out what he gonna say.
Sucking these toes, you'd be like.
I would not. If it was a first date, I'd have been like, "Oh, that's a little too much. That's a little too much." You talking about sucking on my toes?
Hey, yeah.
But maybe somebody would. But somebody else might have been like, they would have liked that.
Yeah.
Turned on by him saying all that. But taking my shoes off, was it their first date? I don't know if it's their first.
I don't know if it's their first one, but it was somewhere up in there.
No, she just says on a date that her date asked. It didn't say if it was a first date or not. She said just on a date. What about this one? Where on a first date, a guy brought out tarot cards in the middle of the dinner and told the lady that my cards say I am destined to marry, that you and I are destined to marry within 6 months.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
Yeah.
That's a little crazy, yeah.
There are some people into tarot cards. Maybe he should have found that out first.
Yeah.
Because there are people that are into tarot cards and they might have been like,
yeah.
But what if it was true?
I don't know. Well, then she wouldn't have found it weird.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? She'd be like, "Oh yeah, cool."
You got to share the same beliefs, I guess.
Because people do astrological signs. I understand that, they do it, but there are some people that are so hung up with it That they be like, what are you? Oh, Virgo? Oh no. Virgos don't coincide with such and such and such and such and such and such. You be like, all right, bet. Thank you for allowing me to dodge this bullet. You know.
What's up? Has anybody you ever been on a date where somebody had like a quirky, did something strange or quirky and you were like, I don't know about that.
One time this girl, I didn't know she smoked because we were always on campus every time I talked to her. And they invited me over, her and her roommates invited me over for dinner. And so when I get over there, I kind of smelled it, but I didn't think nothing of it because, it's 3 young ladies there living. Just like when I was with my roommate, the first one, he was
a smoker.
Yeah, into the tweeds and stuff. So, so I'm over there chilling, and then she's, greets me and gets comfortable. Next thing you know, just pull that pack.
Oh, a cigarette. I was like, what?
Pull that pack out and smoking it, whoop, whoop. And I said, because I just didn't, I'm not a fan of smokers.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, she's smoking. And she just kept smoking. I mean, and I was like, she's a nice young lady, but you smoking. And
you told her?
Yeah, I told her the reason why. Yeah.
And what she said?
And she was like, what? I said, yeah. I said, we cool, But it was just like the first part of dating, just kind of, it wasn't even like, I have feelings for you. It was just like, it was, I said, nah, we can't. I said, you smoke. You don't get down with smokers. And it's like, oh, well, so. But we were still cool as far as, talk to each other in class and all that stuff. Yeah. But it was definitely a person like, oh, I hope this goes well so I can go on another date with her. Because in class, she was cool.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah. But after that, I was like, oh, well.
When I was in college, I dated somebody who was a smoker. And I said I would never do that. And I did. And then I remember one time, like, we were dating. I was in the car with him and his cousin. And they both were smoking. I was like, oh, Jesus.
See?
It was so,
yeah.
It was just like, you just trapped in cigarette. And that's when I was like, why? I said I would not date a smoker. And yeah, it really was just very unattractive.
Gotta stay true.
Yeah, I should have just stuck with that. I remember somebody else I dated in college. They had a best friend who had really bad halitosis. He was riding in the back seat, and every time he talked, man, it was so bad that you like don't even ask a question. Don't everybody just be quiet.
Yeah,
this is a silent trip. It was bad.
That ain't good at all right there.
It was bad. It was so bad.
Ooh.
I know it.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of, the smoke. Breath is something, but I ain't never got close enough to a girl and realized, oh, shoot, her breath stink. No. Anything else? I can't think. That's. No, it's probably something else I think about. Like, oh, I forgot all about such and such.
Yeah, you think about it later.
I forgot all about this person.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. I mean, of course, like people telling me I was too nice.
Oh, like you going to date and they
say
you're too nice.
Yeah, you're too nice.
Yeah, I don't think that's just, I always think that's so crazy when people say that people are too nice.
Now there were people who said I was too nice. And then later on in their relationships, I see why, because they were in horrible relationships, and those
they just weren't used to it.
And those relationships lasted, and I was like, "Yo, y'all are toxic for each other." Well, he's toxic for you, and they was almost like, and it was funny because when they see me, it was like a help. You know what I mean? It was like they'll see me like, and I say, "Hey, what's up?" And they were like, look at me like,
"Oh no,
I'm too nice."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but they knew that I'm in this relationship. And I was like, hey, what's up? Because I speak to everybody, whether, whatever. Like, I don't have nobody, even people that have probably try to do me crazy, I still speak. You know what I mean?
You're very kind.
Because I'm over it.
Yeah.
And I can still speak to you, hey.
That's true.
Yeah. And a lot of times that hurts them even more to know that you're
moved on,
seeming unfazed by them. But yes, I've had a few people tell me I was too nice. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, if that's the reason, thank you. I dodged that bullet.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm cool with that.
Yeah. I wonder what they would say now. What did they end up in the end with? Because I think I won't say everybody goes through a bad boy phase, but people probably have dated somebody that. I think there's different classes of bad boys.
No, yeah,
but like, did they get stuck in that phase?
Yeah.
Was it just a phase, and now they ended up marrying the good guy? I wonder.
Yeah, because I know like a lot of when in college, because especially when I was at state, because I cheered. So when I cheered, I hung around the whole cheerleading squad, all the time, and so and their friends and stuff, and they would be like horrible situations in their relationships, and I was like, why are y'all attracted to these knuckleheads? You know what I'm saying? And then they consider us to be squares or whatnot, but we kick it just as hard as the rest of them. But it's just the fact that we are respectful, things like that is. So I don't know, but it's definitely a phase that I have. Like I ain't never been a woman, but I have experienced women fiending for the bad boys. They want that, you know what I'm saying? And then they, like you said, some of them grow out of that phase.
Yeah.
And some of them get stuck in it. And then, unfortunately, for them, some of them got stuck in that phase too long, because when I moved on, they were looking for that good guy. I was with someone else, and they was like, oh, shoot, man. Especially like that one time I went to the...
what they say? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, but that's what it made me think of this girl at home. This girl at home, boy, she was bad. Boy, that girl, woo, she would put on them Jordache jeans. And the Jordache jeans make y'all booties look right back then. We little boys, anything was right. And so, but I went through my phases of being fat and, my thighs rubbing together, and I had to wear corrective shoes, and you know what I'm saying? And I got slapped in public by my girlfriend so she could prove that she didn't like me like they. You know what I'm saying? So I was a little mess. But I went home for Dad's procedure. The first time Daddy had a procedure, I had to go home. And she was in the hospital waiting room. And I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness. She was like real, just retained a lot of water, and everywhere. Her face, I think it was water, but it was everywhere. Like eyes like this. And then
you going to hell by yourself. I ain't going to hell with you.
And then she said, "Hey, Kefla." And I said, and I looked. I had to remember who. I just remember who she was. And that's one I remember. I told you, she said, "How many children you got now?" Children? Ooh, so I know some lady done let you get her about 12 children. I said, nah, I ain't got number two. Twins. And she was like, oh, you got twins? I said, I thought you would have had about 20 children now. I said, nah, I'm good. And I knew she had a lot, but I was just like, oh, man, I dodged that bullet. Shout out to God for that. That was a good one. That was a good one. But anyway, sometimes being nice helps, man. She nice, and I told her too. I said,
oh
yeah.
My goodness.
And she said, boy, I had thought about you. I said, nah, when I was younger, I was too nice, remember? Yeah, he just started laughing. Yeah. I said, well, left it like that. I said, I was too nice. Thank God I was too nice.
Oh my gosh. Child. How old were you when you went on your first date? Because you got all your cousins. Foley is all your cousins. So
I was...
How old were you?
16.
Oh.
I was in 11th grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't with your cousin. I'm just kidding. Kidding.
I was in the 11th grade, and I had, of course, you had to ask the parent, can I...
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I want to take your daughter out.
That's like a proposal.
To the movies, and I'll take her out to the movies.
Yeah.
It's going to be Saturday. We're going to go to the movies right up here. Well, no, we went to Pensacola.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Pensacola. We'll leave here at 6. And I have her back by. Well, my curfew then was 9:30. So I think we went early because we watched a 7 o'clock movie. So 8. Mm-hmm. No, so about 6 o'clock movie. Yeah.
Okay.
So because I had to be home by 9:30.
Okay.
So that means I had to have her back at least at 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we had to ask. I had to ask my parents, of course, too, first. Then I asked, and I said my dad said it was okay. And so so I went at 16. Mm-hmm. And man, I probably only went my 11th grade year. I probably only went on about maybe 3 dates.
Yeah. And
then my senior year, I was dating someone, and her parents was real strict, but she was out of school then, and so we only dated for the first few months, and then she started dating this other dude, this another nice dude, yeah, and so I would date people that was in other cities, like in Bangladesh or nobody in Mobile. I didn't date nobody in Mobile till like after college, but it was just too far. I couldn't really do so. I didn't really have no date. So that's why when I went to college, I went buck wild because it was like, oh my God, I can date people. Not just this one. It's not like you're standing in line waiting on somebody to break up with this person. Then you hopefully get your chance. You know what I'm saying? So I went crazy in college because I was like, oh my God, I could date. So I was just thinking about. My priority was girls, football, then academics.
Oh.
And my GPA showed it. Because then my freshman year I pledged too. Mm-hmm. So when I pledged, I was thinking about just making sure I knew my stuff. And then so my GPA went down drastically after my freshman year. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So but I wasn't a big dater. And like I said, I was green. I had common sense, but I was green to thinking somebody wouldn't do me that way.
Oh, I learned that out real fast.
Yeah, I remember one night coming from,
college?
Yeah.
Okay.
In college, coming from fraternal festivities.
Okay.
My freshman year. Mm-hmm. And we're out and about looking for stuff, doing what we were supposed to be doing, and I see this person I was supposed to be boyfriend and girlfriend with, and she creeping over to this
other guy's house.
Yeah, to other fraternity members, one of them fraternity members' house. I said, so I called her. I said, what you did? What you do last night? Well, we stayed in the dorm all night. I said, and this mother gonna lie. I said, at least you could have said you went to such apartment. Somebody that lived in that apartment, and then Flynn was like, she lying. Why? She lying. We saw Flynn. She lying. I said, I know she lying. Flynn, I know she lying. And so that situation, and then like before, another time in college, I ran into one of my. We were dating at the time. Ran into her boyfriend, her other boyfriend, at a basketball game. Didn't know neither one of us was coming to see her play because she played collegiately, and that was crazy. And it just, I was just so green at little stuff like that, man. Because like I said, I didn't date, And so when I was start, I was like, okay, so be smart about it. And yeah.
I learned that quick in high school. My freshman year, honey, they was. Ooh, they're those little high schoolers.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, and so then to me, for me, I was like, well, this the game y'all playing.
Yeah.
Do I need to be playing the same game?
Yeah.
So that your feelings don't get hurt, because you get your feelings hurt. And so, I learned that quick in high school
I tried to get emotionally unattached.
Yeah.
But it was just hard for me to be because I was just feeling like I'm not doing right. I'm not doing right by somebody by not being emotionally attached, by not opening up all of who I am, to dating someone or whatever. I was seeing people do it all the time. I was like, dang. And then I was being done that way. And the next thing you know, I'm hanging with somebody, like I said, well, I don't share. Hey, man, who you dating? And I didn't want to tell her because, one, they say, well, Kefla can pull her. I know I can pull her. And that's what they would be trying to do.
Well, and I guess when I said you were being Jerry, that was kind of good because it would be that way where people, I don't know if like how people, the person who was the cheater would spin the story to make it look like you know, so then the girl is mad at you and you're like, wait, I didn't even know y'all were boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that all becomes real, real tricky with dating. And I know everybody want, like these little high schoolers, you come home talk about all the heartbreaks and all the things they go through.
Yeah.
Trying to be dating somebody and getting their feelings hurt.
Yeah. You know, I heard it. Coaching all the girl sports I've coached, high school sports. Ooh. Story time. That's what they say. Coach Hair, story time. I said, oh, Lord. That means something done went down.
And even dating now for them, like, if you take a girl to the movies and out to eat, goodness gracious, that's $100.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot.
I mean, it was not nearly that expensive when we were young dating or whatever, but now I don't even know how they can afford to take somebody out on a date.
And for us too, like I was like, even somebody just like, hey, let's just go to the Pizza Hut buffet.
Yeah.
They can't even do that now because that's looked as, why you do that? Oh, you went to buffet, you went to get coffee, you went to do, you know what I'm saying, Starbucks. And so it's a status thing for them when they go out to eat.
Let me tell you something. I think it's okay if a girl don't want you on the first date just to go to coffee or to go have a glass of wine or depending on how old you are. I think that's appropriate because let me first see how much I want to invest into this thing. Let's see first, do we click before I even go and do that? Personally, for me, if I were like dating age or still dating and a guy asked me out to coffee or for a glass of wine, that would be fine for me. Yeah. Because it also is not going to waste my time. I don't have to spend a whole evening and I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling this. But to me, it's saving me time and me like wasting your time. Right. I don't know. I think that's fine because sometimes there are some people who have stories of they'll do the coffee or the wine and then they like really click. They spend 2 hours just talking and they end up going to get dessert somewhere or they do something else. They extend the date beyond that. But I think that to me, in these days and times, that's what I would do. And if she does not want to do that, then that is not the one for you. Yeah. That's how I personally feel. But
for me,
all right, go for
cooking was my thing. Like I would be like, I invite you over to my apartment and cook for you. Because, you know, it was cheap for me. And I could cook. And I knew in college, well, that's what I'm saying, in college, because when girls, shoot, they was in the dorm. They wanted some real food.
That's true.
You know what I mean? They wanted some real food. Yeah. You know, or, you know, one of the other things was where me and, like, what Russ and I, we would, like, he would come and visit me sometime. And so I would just invite over, like, some cheerleaders and tell Sharita to invite some of her girls, and it'll probably be me, Russ, and probably 2 other guys. So it may be like 10 girls. And so I'm cooking, and then now everybody's
Love
chilling.
Connection.
Yeah, and we're just trying to see who out of the bunch
you vibe with.
Who's worth it and who's busy trying to worry about is such and such coming to pick them up from my house or whatever like that. So, you know, little things like that. But it was cheap because even if you just did cheap spaghetti. You know, it was just the company and the atmosphere. But you try to pull that over now, these girls would, because they want some lamb chops. I'm telling you what my students say.
Oh, really?
Yes. Coach Harry, he took me and he was talking about just go to what was like one of the little what's that little, like, it's not like Hooters, the one I just mentioned it. It's like they go like
Tilted Kilt
bar food though. It was over there where it used to be California Dreaming.
Oh,
Miller's Ale
that
House.
wasn't good enough.
No, no, they want to go into the city or down somewhere at the Battery down there and yeah.
Oh no, that would be some time for me before I did that. That's not That's not a first, second, or third. That's a we boyfriend girlfriend date. That's how it would be for me.
Yeah. And most of these girls,
I mean, they are high school students.
Yeah, most of my students though, it's funny because this is their range of menu: chicken tenders or lamb chops. Like they ain't gonna try nothing
Ain't no
else.
in between.
No, it's either gonna be if they don't have lamb chops, just give me chicken tenders.
Well, guess where you can go for chicken tenders?
Zaxby's,
Chick-fil-A,
everywhere for chicken tenders.
Guthrie's.
But, yes, but they gotta have that fancy stuff.
Oh no.
That's why I said, man, if y'all was, I said my boys right now would be struggling.
Oh, they would be because we didn't. I mean, like they do no fancy.
Yeah.
But if they came to us and said they go on the first date and they taking the girl to some place. No, this is the first date. Why are we going there?
Yeah.
Like listen, I'm not funding that. And she ain't the girl if that's where she's trying to tell you to take her.
Right.
No, not on a first date.
Yeah.
No. That is not happening.
Yep. But all right, let's move on to the latter part of our episode. Let's get to the side out of the week.
Oh gosh, what's your side?
All right, my side out of the week. Remember when we took we celebrated with Deja this past weekend, right?
Yeah.
And so once we left the restaurant, we were trying to find somewhere to go. Mm-hmm. So we go to this little spot where everybody was young, right? So I'm pulling up. I'm already knowing the vibe because I'm looking. I'm like, man,
Yeah,
these little young kids.
They were young.
You know, you could tell by the little clothes they had on, young clothes. Everything was Hot Topic, Claire's. What's the other little rainbow? Look, whatever y'all girls
I don't know.
at.
Yeah, that's rainbow still or something.
And the fellas, you know, you could tell they was all dressed the same. You know, the jeans the same and the, you know, all that stuff, but just looking
sheen.
Yeah, and so I said, oh man, we don't belong here. We're too old for this. So we're trying to just Cree now and the entourage trying to decide what they want to do. But I'm like, okay, this is where they told us to go. Let's go ahead and get in line because the line is growing. Mm-hmm. If we're going in, let's go ahead and go in and do whatever. So I'm standing in line. All right. I'm dressed nice. Okay. And these little young cats come up.
Oh my God.
They weren't too young. They was in their 20s or whatever. But I mean, they still young. Some of them jokers just want to cat. And he was sincere. He's OG, hey OG. Yeah, where you get that shirt from? That shirt dope as hell, OG. I said, this man, God, OG. I said, man,
oh
you know.
God.
I said, what? I said, because even Unc would have been, because you could be an uncle younger than your nephew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the hood, you could be an uncle younger than your nephew. But when you can't be an OG and be young, you're that's old status. I said, well, not old status, but that's older than the rest status. Uh-huh. So I was like, I said, this mother called me OG. I know we ain't supposed to be in that club. I'm chaperoning a field trip. That's what I'm doing. And they still over there, down at the bottom. I'm standing in line because I'm like, okay, I
wasn't standing in line.
Yeah, none of y'all was standing in line except me. And then I knew I was like, they don't want to be here, but we got to be in line because if not, then, you know. So then I was just had enough. I said, you know what? Screw it. Let me get out of line. Because everybody talking about OG, and then you see people look, they got it like, why these old folks doing up in here? So let me get out of line. So I got out of line. That was my side out of the week, being called OG in the line in the midst of all these little young cats. While everybody else was over there chilling. I was like, oh, I was taking the darts.
Oh no, babe! They called you OG.
Right? Yeah. But you're not OG.
You're not OG.
And nothing. No, it's too late. I was already injured and everything by then.
Oh my gosh, his little feelings was so hurt.
OG, where you get that shirt from?
And you was looking good.
I know I was looking good.
They were looking a pickle too. Talking about his shirt. You should have seen they little raggedy outfits in line. They looked a pickle.
And I said I don't fault the young man because you could tell he was sincere because he was dressed nicely in his street wear. You know what I'm saying?
We were more like,
and they were some nice gentlemen. They were nice. They were
nice.
They were hood cats.
Yeah,
but you know, I can, you know. You know how we know ain't no judgment. Like I was like, yeah, they just cool cats. Mm-hmm. You know, but OG, I said, because he was being respectful.
Yeah.
OG, I said, dang. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's my side eye.
Oh no, I'm trying to think that I have a side eye since the last time we were here, and nothing is standing out. The only thing that's a side eye for me, and it's not really like a side eye, but our niece, for her birthday weekend, her boyfriend had things planned, and as they're trying to decide, because the line was too long, and deciding what the after was going to look like, she was so wanting to please everybody, and I kept having to tell her, this is your day. You do what you want to do.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about other people. They're here to celebrate you.
Yeah. So wherever you go,
wherever you do, they're gonna roll with it. This is the one day that you can be completely selfish.
Right.
And be able to think about you. And that was so challenging for her.
Yeah.
We talked about it later, and she was saying, because people had traveled and had come, she, just didn't want them to like not have a good time. I said, well, they came to be with you.
Yeah. So
whatever was happening to celebrate your birthday, they would have been fine with that. So, I would have to sometimes even probably give myself the side eye for that, because I'll say I used to,
right.
Because now I do not. I don't know that because I'm 2 years away from 50, but now I'm going to do what I want to do.
Correct.
I'm not going to sacrifice my peace or my happiness or have to complain about it later. I'm just going to do what I need to do. Correct. And then whoever didn't like it, hey,
sorry about that. My bad.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
So, but she just turned 30. So if in my 30, I definitely would plan things and put everybody else first, thinking about that. And then later be like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
I should have done that. So, and so she was trying to put people first, and it was her day.
Yeah.
So we talked about it later, that you have to remember that it's your day. You do what you want to do on your day. Yeah. So
you don't get those particular milestones again. Mm-mm. Like you get other milestones. Like you get this was her 30, so she'll get a 40, she'll get a 45, she'll get a 50, Yeah. But you don't get your 30th again, so just make sure you maximize it. Mm-hmm. And then, if people get disappointed or offended or mad that you did something you wanted to do on your day, maybe that's an evaluation you need to have about them.
About them? Yeah. Especially if they bring it, like if they come to you about it, then that definitely is well, looks like you won't be at my 40.
Right. Correct.
But, so that was a little bit of the side eye, but just because her remembering that it was her day, that, no, it's not about everybody else. It's about you.
Yep.
And that's okay.
That's right. Mm-hmm. All right. So what are you looking forward to? What are you thankful for? What are you thankful for?
Let's see. I'm thankful that I have a job or career where we get fall breaks. Mm-hmm. And you still get paid during your fall break. Yeah. So anyways, I appreciate the time to just kind of reset, reboot, and be ready to do it all over again. So I'm thankful for that. And then this is what I'm looking forward to. I know we have an event. If you wanted to share that part about this weekend, we're going to Alabama State homecoming.
Yeah, homecoming. You're right.
But one thing I'm excited about, I'm going to try a new nail technique on my nails. I've been saying I'm going to get it, but I'm going to really get it this time. I'm going to get the cat eye thing with the magnet little trick on your nail thing that looks kind of glassy. I'm going to get those nails for homecoming. Somebody was wanting me to get
Get a hornet on there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
get a
morning,
little
y'all, he
hornet
was
on there.
like,
Yeah, get a little hornet
why
on
don't you get a hornet on your nail? No.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not getting a hornet on my nail. I wouldn't even get anything like that on my nail.
Get a wheat shocker on there.
I wouldn't get a weed shocker either.
Right. I wouldn't get a wheat shocker on nothing. Not even a shirt.
Whatever.
On stuff it's supposed to be on.
Don't talk about my college.
Right.
But anywho, I'm not getting a hornet nor a wheat shocker, but I'm gonna get the metallic. Well, it's not even metallic, but they do like little things with the magnet, but it's called a cat eye. Mm-hmm. But it looks like glassy like. Anywho, I'm gonna try that for my nails this week.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that because I've been saying I'm gonna do it, so I'm gonna finally do it.
Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to, of course, homecoming this weekend. It's always good to see just everybody because, you know, my fraternity brothers and just friends, period. You know, there's so many people that I rocked with at Alabama State, and it's just always good to be back home and see them, see the band, be in that presence. What else am I looking forward to? Oh, I'm close to getting out of these last two classes. These two classes I'm taking right here, that is mini semester. Then I have two more from October to December, and then practicum, internship, and I think two more. So I have 4 classes total.
Okay.
On top of my practicum internship. So I'm kind of happy to get done with all this stuff. So to see what happens next. Yeah. I still need to get my internship site though. Yes. I got to get it by January. So if anybody out there in the metro Atlanta area, close, not too far, that's willing to take me on as an internship, and you do mental health counseling or psychological testing, anything like that, let me know. Hit me up. All right? I need a site. All right. Let's get up out of here. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting. And can't wait to continue on.
Can't wait to continue on. Continue on what?
Continue on with the podcast.
Oh.
Boy, sometimes, man, when the fragrance of hate is so rich in other people's perfume.
I just was not expecting you to say, I can't wait to continue on.
All right, y'all. Well, it's always something at the end, huh?
Continue on, sir.
There's always something at the end. So I'm going to just go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you for listening to the Refreshing Normal Podcast. I am Kefla.
And I am Cream.
Thank you so much. We'll see you when we see you.
Adios.
Peace.
Bye.
The Refreshingly Normal Podcast.